I've been hiking all day. I'm pretty hungry. Probably could eat a moose. So I want something substantial for dinner. So you know what? I'm gonna bake a pizza. Use my Outback +10 oven. Hi, my name is Jim. Welcome back to another episode of Bushcraft Campcraft Tested. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of camp crafting today. So I've got my Outback +10 oven. I've told you about these before. We're going to bake a pizza out here in the woods today. Let's get started. So I've got my whisper light. It's already preheating. And I pre-mixed my ingredients for my crust the day before I came out. What I did is I've got my crust pre-mixed, pre-rolled, and coated in panko, seasoned breadcrumbs. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll get you a recipe for this crust in another link. But I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of cheese in the rim of the crust. Sort of like a stuffed crust pizza. You know what, it might be easier if we just do this already in the pan. So let's transfer this over to the pan. Okay, once we got our cheese and everything in the pan, or in the rim around there, got a little bit of tomato sauce and some pico de gallo, little pre-chopped vegetables. Spread that around a little bit. Probably could have put a little bit more of that in there, but that's all that I have. Now let's put some pepperoni on this thing. You can't never have enough pepperoni on your pizza. In fact, if somebody says you're using too much pepperoni, don't talk to that person anymore. You don't need that negativity in your life. Let's put the cheese to it. Okay. Pop the stove up a little bit more. Now remember what I told you in the earlier video, if you look at the handle where it says warm up, bake, and burn, when this red needle gets up between the K and the E, you're at about 375. So let's get the top on there and wait. Over here on the whisper light, you'll notice that there's a little burner control. We'll open that up and we'll get the heat going. Now we just wait for it to bake. So it takes about 10-12 minutes for the oven to warm up. Then once it gets between the K and the E at 375, you're looking at about another 20-25 minutes to bake. And while that's happening, I'm snacking on pepperoni. Okay, so the wind's picked up a little bit in the trees. I'm down here inside this little stand. I'm worried about some of the heat missing, so let's put a heat shield around this thing. So I got the cutout for the controls. That'll stick out. Basically all this heat shield is a piece of heavy aluminum foil. It may be stainless steel foil, I don't know. We're going to wrap this around to help trap some of the heat. That will make it warm up a little bit quicker. So now that the temperature's up, we're going to time it. I've got the heat turned down, keeping it steady. Now we just wait. Further regulate the temperature so it doesn't get too high, we're going to open this back up. Probably go ahead and get away with removing it. Okay, so our prerequisite time has collapsed. So let's get this thing going. We'll turn off the flow. Burn all the gas out of the line. Shut off the valve. Serving plate. Let's check this bad boy. See what we got. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I had it tilted a little bit. Looks like all the cheese ran down. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Well, that's a nice crispy crust. I'll tell you what, this is the way to do it in the backwoods. Baking a pizza like this in the middle of nowhere. You know what? It's not like you can call up your local pizza place and say, yeah, you guys deliver? I'm the third tree down on the left, right by the lake. Oh yeah. So let's dig in. That's hot. Cheese just melted right into the crust. Oh yeah. Now, you like this kind of content, like and subscribe to the video, and I'll bring you some more.